A Doggy Dutch video story. The title for today's story is The System's Manifestation Ignored.
Dutch has been reflecting on his social justice and manifestation oracle card pull. A reading drawn using the cards inside his Walking the Universe coloring book and his The Line is Not the Limit coloring book. Available from Amazon and from the Etsy shop Alchemy of Me for instant download.
The cards in the reading were rekindle the flow of light, rediscover joy, surrender resistance, and emerge exquisite. One warm afternoon, Dutch lay in a hammock, swaying gently. As he rocked, his thoughts drifted, as they often do. The back and forth made him think about his finances, about how money had recently started flowing his way.
And almost instantly, he felt the fear arrive.
His nervous system waiting for the ebb, because it had ebbed before. More than once, the flow had arrived and then receded.
He reached for the affirmation language he curated for moments like this one.
Affirmations like, I am the abundance, and abundance is my nature, not a moment that has passed.
And his mind swung toward manifestation teachings.
Teachings that said, the right words, held with the right belief, would sustain abundance.
Such teachings always asked what the person did wrong, and issued a directive to the person, commanding them to embody the version of themselves that already had it, to live and vibrate as if.
But that instruction made an assumption. It assumed that a felt sense of having it was available.
That there was an ancestral memory of thriving to call upon.
Or a reference point that had been permitted. But for those whose abundance had been interrupted before it could compound, before it could be passed down, before it could fully become a lived experience, those reference points may never have existed.
And the teachings didn't ask
how a person embodies what has been denied to them.
How a person finds their way to a feeling their ancestors and community were never permitted to settle into.
Or how a person vibrates as if, when there is no lived experience to draw from. Manifestation teachings ignored the possibility that what they called blocks were not personal deficiencies, but system-constructed historical wounding.
And they handed more effort back to the individual, directing them to address harm, to fix the wounding they did not create, and are still navigating.
Dutch saw that in doing so, the teachings left the systems that produced wounding entirely undisturbed and enabled them to continue harming.
Dutch lay in the hammock with both the weight and clarity of his thoughts.
Dutch is curious. Have your affirmations ever been asked to do something your body had no reference point for? A word in the comments can inspire us all.